For many dealing with porn addiction, the need for love and connection is drowned out by the intense grip of compulsion, isolation, and loneliness. Porn and its companion, masturbation, provides you with high levels of dopamine and oxytocin. At the moment, it feels great, but once the high passes, you're still fighting with the problems you had before. Hence, you repeat the cycle: watch porn, receive dopamine and oxytocin, post-orgasm, and then feel just as you felt before. This addiction often leaves you feeling empty, restless, and unsatisfied. The emotional distress, shame, and worries that you're desperately running away from are still there. If this sounds like you, we want to remind you that you're not alone. To raise awareness, reduce the stigma of porn addiction, and help those who are struggling feel heard, we made this video to explore how porn addiction can affect your dating life, which could ultimately make you feel more lonely. By addressing this stigma, we hope more people will be open to seeking help and healing from it. Unrealistic fantasies. First off, porn addiction traps you in a fantasy world that alters your perceptions and views on sex. Any romantic or sexual relationship you wish to start will always be measured against the fantasy. Additionally, porn enforces and reinforces stereotypes about gender, sexism, and sexual objectification. These ideas and stereotypes will find a way to leak into a relationship you wish to start and can damage a potential relationship before it even has the chance to begin. Sexual shame. Another way that porn addiction harms your dating life is through sexual shame. If you use porn as a form of escape from emotional distress or trauma, the feeling of unresolved helplessness that you have because of your trauma can transform into shame when you fall into porn addiction. Why? Because you're using porn to try to escape or get rid of a problem, and it's not working out. As a result, you feel ashamed of your reliance on porn and ashamed because you still feel sad, depressed, or whatever other emotion you try to avoid feeling. These complicated and intertwined feelings become a cocktail that prevents you from starting a romantic relationship. This shame follows you like a dark cloud, filling your head with worries and what-ifs to the extent that it scares you into believing that a romantic relationship is not possible, primarily because of your complicated past with porn and all the feelings tied to it. Fear of being stigmatized. Not only does porn addiction haunt your dating life, but it also interferes when you try to get closer to someone you're interested in. If you find someone you're interested in, how do you address the topic of your porn addiction? Your fear becomes, will they accept me? There is a stigma around porn addiction, and many people who have experienced and cured their addiction find it frightening to date because they're unsure of how to bring it up with their partners or potential partners. The fear of being stigmatized or not trusted interferes with the relationship. The fear of being stigmatized prevents them from creating intimacy with their partners, thus creating an emotional distance, can strain and even dissolve a relationship. Exacerbates negative body image issues. Porn addiction distorts perceptions of sex, intimacy, body image, and sexual performance. Studies have shown that regular consumption of porn is associated with a more negative body image, decreased self-esteem, and poorer overall mental health, which can, in turn, affect your dating life. It has been shown that constant exposure to idealized images and scenarios in pornography can lead to feelings of inadequacy and self-doubt. For instance, individuals who spend hours watching flawless actors in unrealistic situations may feel increasingly inadequate compared to those exaggerated standards. This negative self-perception may cause them to believe that they are unworthy of love or incapable of forming meaningful connections. On top of that, the fear of rejection and comparison to these unrealistic standards can deter from actively seeking out dating opportunities. This self-sabotaging mindset may lead to withdrawal from social interactions and potential relationships, perpetuating feelings of loneliness and isolation. Lack of motivation. A lack of motivation to pursue dating opportunities can be a consequence of porn addiction as a coping mechanism. Porn offers a convenient and readily available escape from feelings of loneliness, boredom, or dissatisfaction with life. When people use porn to feel better temporarily, it can make them depend on it. They might rely on the quick satisfaction from porn instead of dealing with their real problems or connecting with others in real life. Imagine someone who regularly turns to pornography to numb feelings of loneliness after a long day at work or during moments of boredom on the weekends. Instead of actively seeking out social interactions or engaging in activities that could potentially lead to meeting new people, they opt for the immediate relief offered by pornography. Over time, this reliance on porn as a coping mechanism can diminish their motivation to actively pursue dating opportunities. In other words, porn offers instant gratification and a variety of options, which can make the effort of forming genuine connections with others seem less appealing by comparison. What's more, the shame and guilt often associated with pornography use can further contribute to a lack of motivation to pursue dating opportunities. People may internalize feelings of unworthiness or believe that they're undeserving of love and companionship, leading them to withdraw from social interactions and isolate themselves from potential romantic prospects. Did you relate to this video? Let us know in the comments. Porn and porn addiction are a bit of a controversial affair. Some encourage it and find it appealing. However, not many people know and understand that porn is a fantasy with costly and harmful consequences. It can damage more than your mental health. It can also affect how you relate to others. Many people consider porn harmless, but if it becomes an addiction, it can damage your life. If you find yourself struggling with a porn addiction, reach out to a licensed medical professional for help. Also, if you found this video helpful, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel to learn more. You deserve to be happy. And remember, you matter.